Welcome to TRS Clips. It's for all you guys whose attention spans are reduced because of short form content. This is the highlights channel. Enjoy the video and make sure you consume a bunch of highlights. Binge watch TRS Clips. There is a trend of the carnivore diet. There's been a trend of paleo. Before that, there's been a trend of keto. It's basically kind of centered around the same concepts that to truly live like our ancestors and to truly burn off fat, you've got to eat like our ancestors. And it's likely that most of them just had protein and fat because the human story is at least 3 lakh years old. We know that, like 300,000 years old. Some people believe that it's probably even longer than that. Like the first Homo sapien appeared on Earth way back. Mm-hmm. And they probably didn't know how to cook. They didn't know how to use flavoring. They didn't know how to use salt. So what is the scientific truth on this caveman style of eating?
I think it's absolutely fine, but I think there just has to be a balance to it because dependent on the season would be dependent on if they had a certain fruit at that particular time. But we know that, there was obviously some sort of protein that was involved in that. And I think there's keto, carnivore, all of that is fine as long as it's not bastardized. So, with keto, for instance, I noticed a lot of people thought, well, I can have as much fat as I want then. Well, it doesn't work like that. It has to be specific to your needs and your energy output. And it doesn't mean that you can eat lots of saturated fats because that's going to just clog up your arteries at the end of the day. You have to be smart about the way that you do it. And I don't think things like a keto or a carnivore should necessarily be followed for a prolonged amount of time. Just put it in there as needed. Like I follow both of those diets, but I'll follow them for about 4-6 weeks. Then I'll move on to something else, 4 to 6 weeks. But the majority of the time, I'm following a balanced diet with plenty of fiber in there and plenty of, some fruits in there. I have balance. I want the antioxidant protocol. But I do know that when it comes to like a carnivore diet, there's nothing more bioavailable than the nose to tail way of eating. But a lot of people just don't do that.
You mean also eating offal?
Yeah.
Like eating the liver, eating the kidney.
Yeah, for sure. Because it is very bioavailable form of getting those the choline or the vitamin A, your collagen, and getting plenty of glycine with your methionine. So you're going to get a lot of methionine in the muscle meat that you eat.
What does that do for your body?
So it's anabolic. It's great for building muscle. However, it's not if you have an overload of methionine and not enough glycine, then that can lead to aging. Okay, oxidization within our body. So obviously we don't want to age quicker. So we need to have a little bit more glycine in to balance it out. Then the glycine, you're going to find a lot more in, say, the offal, okay, or the bone broth, the collagen that you consume. Or a lot of people just supplement or can supplement with more glycine to balance it out.
What does one do for fiber when you're following such a diet?
You're going to get that within the food that you're consuming. You're going to have fiber within like the organs, for instance.
Really?
Yeah.
Organs have fiber?
Yeah. You can have that. But I would suggest that you follow that for a shorter protocol. Like if you're following something like a carnivore, you can have honey in there. That's absolutely fine. It's coming from a bee, But I would suggest that you do have some type of vegetable. To get those micronutrients as well. But I notice like here in a country like India, people don't really eat organs. You can get them. I've had chicken liver since I've been here, but a lot of people don't. So you're going to have to get them from, other forms of nutrients from, your vegetable sources, your leafy greens, your salads, your vegetables.
If I was still eating non-veg, I would have taken you to go and have goat balls and liver.
They have that in Goa?
Yeah, in Bombay. There's a place called Muhammad Ali Road. So during Ramzan, they have a festival. As in, like, they have a food festival. Yeah. It's called, it is Ramzan, but that place is called Khao Gali. And you can go there and eat all sorts of meat. And it's fantastic if you enjoy non-veg.
Yeah.
But it is heavy flavors.
And do they serve that all year round?
No. It's usually during Ramzan, but I'm sure there are places.
And when is that?
Whenever Ramadan.
Oh, Ramadan. Yeah. Okay, got it. Right.
They call it Ramzan in India.
Got it. Okay.
But it is an experience because you get to eat a lot of different kinds of meat that you probably wouldn't get to eat through the year as well.
Right. Yeah, I'd love
Like
to try
quail.
that out. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Our team spends a lot of time curating playlists just for you. So make sure you check out all the playlists that we've created on TRS Clips if you want to speed up your learning process.